all those introductions that I've done over the last month and the sky's been blue. And today I'm back in old Blighty and it's a bit grey, isn't it? And it's a little bit chilly and it's a little bit miserable. But I'm not miserable and neither are you. And I've got some information for you because it's kind of thank you and goodbye. That's what this video is about. So don't go anywhere. And also some information that you're going to want to hear from me. Now, if you are new to the channel and you do like this content, then give it a thumbs up and also hit the subscribe button at the end if you get there and you do like it, because there's lots of great content coming your way. I mean, Australia, we've just done a month of videos in Australia. How on earth do we follow that? Because it has been a huge success. Well, I've got a few ideas and I've got a few places that we're going to visit. So, without further ado, my friends, let's go! You know, I'm actually really glad to be back in Blighty, but it's going to be a quick one, I think, because I was going to do a series of videos, but the weather is predicted to be really bad in the next few weeks or in the next couple of weeks. It's miserable skies, it's cold, there's going to be winds and it's rain, and I'm thinking it's not going to make for a good vlog or any good vlogs, especially after Australia. So I think I need to step it up a little bit and change the plans. So I've actually got some information for you, but I want to get these thank yous out of the way first because I have a lot of people to thank, including yourselves. Oh, how I have missed British fish and chips, but I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. Not today, anyway. We'll save that one. Oh, I'll tell you what I need first. I don't need fish and chips, I need coffee. So I'm going to go to 200 Degrees Coffee, which is fantastic. I believe it's a Nottingham company, but they've expanded now actually over to Birmingham and Derby and a few other places as well. Just check it out for me. I'm pretty sure it originated in Nottingham. Anyway, I'm going to get a coffee and then we'll get down to business and I'll let you know into this. I'll let you know what's going to happen next. It's exciting. Right, okay, enough messing around, let's get down to business, because this video, I think, is called Thank You and Goodbye. So, let's get down to business. Thank you and goodbye, my friends. Obviously, we've just done the Australia series, and it has been, I'd say, the most successful series that I've ever done on this channel, and I've really thoroughly enjoyed filming it and making it as well. And also I've enjoyed the fact that your feedback that you've given has been mostly positive. There's been a few negative people, a few whinging poms out there, but there's always going to be that, isn't there? Anyway, but I'd say 99% of you has really enjoyed it, and I've really enjoyed reading all the feedback. I do read every one of your comments. Anyway, I've got a few thank yous, so bear with me, and I hope you like to thank them too as well. And if I've missed anybody out, I do apologise, because I met so many expats and so many people in Australia that I was overwhelmed with the response that I got, and I tried to meet as many people as I could. And also I did get in touch with people that I didn't meet up with. I do apologise, I just ran out of time, but hopefully I'll be visiting Australia again. In fact, I will be visiting Australia again. So first of all, I want to say thank you to David Bird. Obviously David introduced me to Cars and Coffee, and He showed me around a massive breakfast there as well and drove me around, and also saved me from some giant ants that tried to attack me on my camera. We've got Roger Harris, who was the mechanic for Colin McRae. Roger, thank you very much, and I had a fantastic time and hope to see you again. And obviously then we had Martin Buttress. Now Martin, obviously I got on really well with. He was a Lancashire lad, and we had a few beers together, and he also took me in his car as well, and I've kept in touch with all these people since as well, and it was fantastic. Simon M Guy Australia, who's got his own channel. I met it with Simon there as well, and I'm going to be filming my car, well, a car that I hire, an electric car, against his car across the Nullarbor from Sydney to Perth, and I have been told I could die doing that, but I'll give it a go. It's all worth it for the channel, so we're going to be doing that this year with a bit of luck. Alan Blackmore, which we went to Cicerello's in Fremantle, and he also took me for a drive as well, and I had the fish and chips, and I think he had, can't remember what he had some, it was a different fish dish anyway that we had, so it was lovely to meet him as well. Paul and Debs, I mean, come on, Paul and Debs, they need no introduction, do they, Paul and Debs? They put up with me in their spare room for a few days, and also cooked a barbecue, etc., and also introduced me to kangaroos when I first got there as well, and he was a spitting image apparently for Eddie Murphy, so there we go. Thank you, Paul and Debs, you've been amazing, and I will be keeping in touch with you, because apparently when I go back I can't stay in a hotel, I have to stay at their house, I have been told by Debs. Then we got on to James Mallard. Now we went to Australia's answer to Greg's and ate crocodile pie there as well. It didn't taste bad, but the thought of eating crocodile, I have to say, was a little bit, I wasn't overly keen. Then we got Darren from Prestige Cars, who took me in his car to the airport, and I got to sit in the back and be chauffeured around like a VIP, like a movie star, instead of a YouTuber with a phone on a stick, so thank you very much. And of course, Andrew Coop, how do I pronounce your name? I forgot it, Andrew. It's like Coop, isn't it? Coop. Anyway, you need no introduction. Originally from Sutton in Ashfield, and showed me around Sydney, which was fantastic. Andrew, I've been keeping in touch with Andrew as well, and I will be seeing him again, and you will be seeing him again. You'll be seeing all these people on the vlog again when I go back. We've got Phil Bridle, who was the guy from Bradford. Phil, if you're watching, I didn't get back in touch with you, but you must keep in touch if you are watching. He was the guy that got me the first night when we went there, and he was a little bit controversial, but I have to say you got a lot of views there. And I'd also like to thank the sponsors, Surfshark and Incogni, who without the trip to Australia wouldn't have been possible. And also Qantas Airways, who looked after me on the flight there and on the flight back. And of course, now then, if you've been watching, I have to mention this gentleman. Just bear with me, let me put my coffee down. You will have seen a video that I did where I got to the airport, and I was rather upset because they took my Swiss Army knife off of me, which was sent to me by a viewer, and I'd had that for a couple of years, and I was a little bit upset because they took my Swiss Army knife. However, I had some mail come through the post, a letter come through the post, and I have to say it brought a tear to my eye. So let me read this to you. Right, let me just put my phone away and I will read this to you. So I got a letter through the post 2 days ago, and it says, "Dear Lee, you looked genuinely sad because some Australian jobsworth confiscated your Swiss Army knife, probably wanted it for himself. So, to put a smile back on your face, I am giving you a replacement." This is the gentleman who sent it me originally. "I'm giving you a replacement. If it happens again, keep smiling. I will send you another. Switzerland has a few more. Sydney looked wonderful. Don't give that pillock a second thought. Onwards, my friends. Let's go." So, thank you very much, John Brooks, who watches the channel and obviously has watched it for a while. and saw that they confiscated the Swiss Army knife that he very kindly got me a couple of years ago and sent me another one, so thank you very much. It just goes to show how kind people really are on the planet that's turning around. Now, where do we go from Australia? Because I mean, I was going to do a few videos actually here in the UK, but the problem being is I was going to start off this week in Blackpool and meet Jeff Carter, and he said, mate, it's freezing, the rain's coming sideways, it's cold, it's grey and it's miserable. He said, people aren't going to watch that. So I said, do you know what, I might postpone the UK ones for a couple of weeks until the sunshine comes back out again. So, my friends, I have booked somewhere, and I thought, I'm going to get my coffee. I need coffee, all this rabbiting. So I thought to myself, where do I go? Do I go back to Benidorm? It's St Patrick's Day, and I thought, I don't really want to go back to Benidorm so soon. I've been there before, and I want to try and show you guys something a little bit different. Do I go to Fuerteventura? Now, I do want to go to Fuerteventura, but I looked at the prices and they were outrageous. For 7 nights, it was $2.5 grand. And I thought, how much? I'm not paying that. So I thought I'll give that a miss for now and just wait till there's some bargains on. And then I thought about San Francisco and Las Vegas, and I thought, I've just come back from an 18-hour flight and I don't want to do that. So, my friends, in the next few days, I have booked to go to Paphos in Cyprus, and I'm going to take you guys with me. I'm going on Jet2. I'm going to film the entire flight there. I'm going to film getting to Paphos. I'm also going to go to other places while I'm there. I'm going to try and go to Larnaca and go to Nicosia and try and see some other places in Cyprus while I'm there. The last time I went was when I was 21 years old, and I went with my parents. And I've actually got some photographs, and I stayed at Larnaca and I stayed in the Four Lanterns Hotel, and I want to go back and see that. I want to try the food out there as well, because the food's supposed to be pretty good. So that's where we're going to go. We're going to fly off with Jet2, and we're going to go to Cyprus. We're going to Paphos, and we're going to see a few different places. Initially, Paphos is where I'm staying, but we're going to go and see a few other places as well. Now, for those who are wanting to see videos from around the UK, don't worry, I will get to that, but it is really miserable and really cold here at the moment, and it's not really productive for videos. So I thought, you know what, we'll do another quick trip. I've been back a week. I've gone and seen Sarah and the children, and we've gone out and we went out for Mother's Day, etc. And she said, I think you need to get on a plane. Nobody wants to see grey sky. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. So there you go. Now, I may have missed some people out that I've met over in Australia along the way. If I have missed you out, I do apologise. There were so many people, it was overwhelming, and it was wonderful, and it was an honour to meet each and every one of you. And finally, I want to thank one more person. Well, actually, I want to thank 60 odd thousand, I can't remember what I'm at now. I want to thank all my subscribers anyway for watching the videos and supporting me and commenting on them and giving them a thumbs up and watching me along the way, because if I'd have filmed these videos and you guys hadn't have watched it, then there would have been no point really. So thank you for watching, and I'm going to bring you lots more content along the way. So if you do like the video and you liked all the Australia videos, just check that you subscribed, hit the subscribe button, and if you just gone into this video for some reason and never seen me before, then think about subscribing and follow me on my journey, and head back and look at all the Australia ones. Anyway, that's all from me today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.